Woke up this morning looking for my diamond jewel.
So because he's not actually a cake, I've made him for display. I'm using modelling chocolate over a base of scrunched up foil paper, essentially. This could easily be done over cake or Rice Krispie treats, but as he's not being eaten, there was no need for me to do that. So his face is based over foil, and I'm just using 100% modelling chocolate here. The links for what I use you can find down below on the video. You can see it's pretty rough to begin with. I'm just trying to get the basics in place, and I'm really concentrating on that snout because I feel that if I get that right, everything else will follow. When I'm sculpting like this, I like to use a mixture of my fingers and tools. That's why chocolate is so fantastic, because it just seams together so beautifully under the heat of your fingers. But you know, sometimes, especially with me, because I've got quite chubby fingers, I need those tools to get in and get that detail going for me. Some eyeballs from gum paste. I just made little balls. I cut them in half, made them, and left them to dry. And now I'm just hand painting them with some Magic Colours petal dusts mixed together with some Rejuvenator Spirit, and just building up that colour slowly. I've used a mixture of yellows and browns, concentrating the darker colour around the rim, and then graduating that in slowly. Once I've painted these eyes, that's super fuzzy, apologies for that, but that is isomalt. I've melted some isomalt and then I've just dipped my eyeballs in there to give it that lovely glassy sheen, and that really brings those eyes to life for me. So I've popped them in now. Still got an awful lot of sculpting to do, but it just helps me understand my fox's face now that the eyes are in. You'll notice that Foxy here only has one ear. There is a reason for that, which you'll see later. Because I'm doing a bust cake, I need some body underneath my head here. And although this cake isn't being eaten, it's for display, actually the easiest medium to create that was still Rice Krispie treats, so that's why I've used it. I've used a tri-tip blade to help with the mouth, and a pointed chisel tool just to give me those holes where his whiskers are going to go. So you can see we've jumped, we've got half a hat here. I didn't film that bit, but I made a rim of a hat and I put that onto the fox so that it could dry in position, because I knew I was going to have a job doing it otherwise. We're just giving him a little bit of leatherage. I think he looks like a bear at this point. I was very worried he was going to end up looking like a bear. But actually, studying photos of bears, foxes, wolves, they're all very similar. And a lot of it does come down to the shaping of the fur and the colouring. Texture, 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 texture. That's a bit like a tongue twister, I can't say that. Texture, texture, texture. A lot of this. Hey, we're on to the airbrushing now, my favourite part. I've gone slowly and I've started just with a pure orange, actually, because foxes are pretty orangey. And then I will go over and layer with some mix of orange and brown and some slightly darker brown, and just build that up.
I got my ticket and I know just where I'm gonna go. Well, State Street's alright and lights shine nice and bright. State Street's alright and lights shine nice and bright. But I'd rather be in Bessemer reading by a candlelight.
That is fox eyeliner, ladies and gents, fox eyeliner. But again, there's just no way I would be able to do that with an airbrush. It makes much more sense to do that with a good old-fashioned paintbrush.
Baby, please don't go back to New Orleans, you know it hurts me so. Baby, I'm way down here, you know I'm way down here.
There you go, there's the top of the hat, which I made out of gum paste and allowed it to set. And then I'm attaching it with candy melts, just because when chocolate dries, it dries so hard, and I know that it's going to go the distance, if you like. And now the accessories. These little cogs, steampunk moulds have come from, I used the black cherry moulds. I think there are a couple of others out there, but I like the variety that we have with these ones. There's a link to those below. I made a whole bunch out of modelling paste and pre-coloured them, so that when I came to assemble all my bits and pieces on the fox, I had a choice of materials. So I've ended up with extras, but they might be able to be used in another cake.
Baby, please don't go.
And finally, his whiskers. I airbrushed some vermicelli noodles to a grey, and I'm just popping those in. I really hope you liked it. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you think that there might be somebody that you know that would like it, please go ahead and share it. And don't forget to subscribe.